This is my first time in this room. We've had these fucking amazing musical acts, and then my ass gets up here. I don't do music at all. Like, Japanese people commit seppuku when they hear me sing karaoke. It's terrible. And a couple of people I hear laughing, they know what seppuku is. The rest of you can Google it when you get home. All right, my name is Ben Kimberlin. I don't understand why guys can't just follow simple urinal etiquette. Okay, here's what we're going to do, because I have ADD and you're going to distract the hell out of me. So I'm going to pretend like I'm going to do jokes for like 3 times, and then you can take pictures of me, and then like don't hop around for the rest of my act. So all right, here, first time pretending. No, I'm serious. Come here. Come here, take a picture of me pretending to do a joke. Right? All right, come over here. No, come on, one more time. One more. Right? I can. Right? I'm so, no, it's terrible. I'm so ADD and I'm so drunk right now that she would totally distract the hell out of me. Anyway, okay. So I don't understand why guys can't just follow simple urinal etiquette. For the ladies in the room, urinal etiquette is if you're in a bathroom with more than one urinal, there is a urinal space in between each and every guy taking a piss. I'm in a bathroom and like there's like 10 urinals and I'm all by myself, and this dude comes in and stands right next to me to take a piss. I'm like, what the fuck is this? Right? So I'm like, fuck it. I'm going to make this as uncomfortable for him as he's making it for me. So I turn around, I'm like, hey, how you doing? Right? So fast forward just a little bit. I'm fucking this dude in the ass. Right? And I go to give him a reach around, and he turns around and he winks at me. Well, what a fag, right? I'm kidding, of course. I would never give a reach around. That shit's gay. No, I'm kidding. I am married. I'm very, very happily married. My wife is my world. She is my life. She is my love. She's here tonight, so if I don't say that shit, I don't get laid. No, all joking aside, my wife is really fucking cool. Like, one of the coolest things my wife does is she takes me to strip clubs. We go to strip clubs as a couple, and I tell people that, and they're blown away. They're like, oh my God, your wife takes you to strip clubs? Yeah. And then 98% of the time I get the stupidest question. Well, are you bringing home strippers to bang? No, that's a prostitute. That's a very different profession. Besides, I'm very self-aware. I know I'm wearing a white nerdy hoodie up here tonight because false advertising laws are strict, right? I know who I am, right? I don't try to ride the tricycle because I'll fall off. Tricycle, it's a threesome joke, right? So, yeah, I hear the crowd. So anyway, But, like, I don't even understand that fantasy of two... No, let me rephrase that. I do get that fantasy. Like, every guy in here has that fantasy. Ladies, if you ever meet a guy who tells you that a threesome is not his fantasy, he is fucking lying to you. He is lying to your face. Because we, as guys, we are very basic creatures. You ask a guy, what's good? Woman. What's better than that? 2 woman. What's better than that? 5 woman. Right? We're very basic, right? But if you think about it, it doesn't really make any sense. Because let's say that I'm in a club and I see 2 girls and they're kissing. That means that they're into each other, which means they're not into me, which means it's actually 2 less chances for me to score that night. But let's say for a minute that they are bi and they both want to get with me. Oh, that's a great idea. Wake up with 2 disappointed women instead of just 1. Like I said, I'm very, very self-aware. I also happen to be very trash right now. So if this goes badly, we can blame the alcohol. That's what she said. One thing I find interesting about strip clubs is that strippers are liars by nature. Like, they're lying to you before they even get to you. Hair extensions, veneers, implants, right? Like, the only thing that's real about them is that they're fucking liars. Like, for example, all right, so I'm in a strip club and I'm getting a lap dance. This is true. I'm getting a lap dance and this girl grabs my dick and she's like, oh my God, it's so big. And I know that's bullshit because I've been laughed at by Asian women. Sir, you don't get to laugh at that. I saw you adjust when you sat down. Right? But like, all right, I'm in another club, and this girl's like, I'm watching this girl dance on stage, and she goes, oh, it's my first time. And I know that's bullshit because she's like 60. She's got a full-body glitter tattoo. Breath smells like penis. If you're wondering how I know what penis smells like, mind your own fucking business. So, the Super Bowl was a couple of weeks ago. How many people lost money on that? Nobody really? Everybody bet the Seahawks? Right? Okay, here's the thing though. I don't follow sports at all. When it comes to the Super Bowl, I feel like the one Jewish guy at the office Christmas party. I don't follow sports at all. Like, seriously, the Super Bowl, I was like, oh, so it's the birdies versus the ponies. Is that what's going on? Right? I had no idea what was going on. And sports fans baffle me. Like, not like regular sports fans, but like the super fans. My brother's one of these people. A couple of years ago, when the Colts were deciding whether or not to keep Peyton Manning because of his neck surgery, the news was interviewing people in Indianapolis to get their opinion on it. And one guy goes, he's like, well, we're going to have to sit down. We're going to have to make some decisions because he's getting older. And I'm like, what mean we, white man? Are you a team manager? Are you an owner? No, then sit down and shut the fuck up. You're not deciding anything. One guy gets it. All right. There's the one guy in here who's not a sports fan. Here just recently, they this last couple of weeks in Denmark, they had like a surplus of giraffes in their zoo, so they fucking killed one and gave it to they fed it to their lion. I'm not making this up. This is all completely true. Right? But the thing that baffles me is how they did. They fucking held a press conference and they're describing how they killed this giraffe. One's like, yeah, I held out a piece of bread and he like reached down for it and our sniper took him out, just boom, one headshot. Are you fucking kidding me? Right? And then they're like on national television at a press conference, they're slaughtering this thing in front of children. Of course, me, I'm so fucked, I'm thinking, it's the circle of life. I swear to God, somebody at Disney's going, I smell a sequel. Right? Okay, so, yeah, so I'm fucked in the head because my parents are weird. Like, I'll give you an example. So my mother raised me. She was a single mom. She raised me. And my mother has no sense of boundaries. When I was about 15, we're in the car and we're driving, and she goes, hey, Benjamin, did I ever tell you the story of how you were conceived? I don't want to fucking know that. That's not a story I need to hear. But she keeps pushing. It's like, no, Benjamin, you need to hear this. I'm like, no, I really need not to hear this. She keeps pushing, and I'm like, all right, fine, fucking tell the story. So she goes, well, I organized the barn dance for my bank that I was working at. I'm like, Mom, I don't want to hear that I was conceived at the drunken barn dance. Please don't tell me that. If that's the truth, now is the time to go, wait, I was mistaken, and like, give me some comfortable lie. And she goes, actually, you weren't conceived there. Now, I should have let this go. And she goes, but of course, my dumb ass goes, well, then why did you bring it up? And she goes, well, it was the fulfillment of a major fantasy of mine. Now, there's a list of shit I don't want to know. Right at the top of that list are my mother's sexual fantasies. I don't care to know that at all. Okay, so I'm being given the sign that I need to get out of here. But there's one more thing I want to hit. 2 summers ago, there was a cocktail waitress at the Cosmopolitan Pool who got busted for giving blowjobs for, are you ready for this? $10,000 a piece. Let me repeat that for those who didn't hear me. Blowjobs for $10,000 a piece. Now, don't get me wrong. I love blowjobs. Every guy in this room loves blowjobs. Am I right? Yeah. Right? That's, ladies, that's every guy loving blowjobs. Take note. Right? But no blowjob is worth $10,000. For $10,000, you better be on my dick for like a year. Like, no, like your only nourishment is me coming in your mouth. That's your job over the next year, is for me to come enough that you don't starve to death. Right? But that brings up the obvious question. Would you do it? Would you get blowjobs for $10,000 a piece? And every woman in here is immediately like, yes, I would. I have references. Where do I sign the application? Right? Because every woman in here, whether she wants to admit it or not, I just saw these two high five. Yes, right? Right? Because every woman, whether she wants to admit it or not, has done one for free in her life. Right? But every guy is doing math. Well, I make like $30,000 a year, so that's like 3 a year. 4 or 5 if I really want to advance, right? But here's the thing. It's right. As a straight guy, I've done the math. I would do it. I would do it, and I would swallow, and I would smile because I believe in good customer service. Folks, my name is Ben Kimmerlin. Thank you very much.